Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who subscribe to my channel, thank you. And for those who are new to my channel, welcome. Today I wanted to talk about my PTE exam experience. Now, when I was thinking of migrating either on a temporary visa or a permanent visa to Australia and Canada, I saw most of the visas required an English competency test for me to take or complete. As I am from India, and yeah, that is required for all Indians to either get points in the PR migration system or yeah, just an English level competency for all uh, the countries. The two tests I had in mind were IELTS and PTE. I went for PTE for a couple of reasons. Firstly, I know IELTS is a written test. I've not yet seen an online version of the test, but yeah, I knew that the written section as well as the speaking section were taken in person. I was not really keen on doing that, and I did not have time to wait for the results, which approximately takes 20 days for IELTS to release the results. So yeah, I went ahead and booked myself a PTE. I made sure that I had 20 to 25 days to prepare for the exam before I booked it. So I booked my test around 21st December 2022. That was a very scary experience for me because I've not given any English test before. I've always studied in English, but I've never given an English competency test like this before. Now, I did not know anything about the exam pattern, so I went ahead and did my research. I went on YouTube, looked at particular sections that could help me understand the exam pattern. The one YouTube channel which I remember was Language Academy. They helped me understand different sections across PTE. And yeah, although I did not pay for their membership or for any classes with them, but yeah, I did go through their videos and understood the exam pattern from those videos and a couple of other channels which I clearly don't remember right now. Now, the main experience that I want to tell you was PTE is an exam wherein you will be seated when you enter the exam area or the exam hall. You will be given a locker. So you are required to keep all your personal belongings along with your mobile phone in that locker. You're not allowed to carry anything inside but just your ID, which is your passport. Now, when I sat for the exams, the other people had already started the exam, which made it a little more difficult for me to sit with those people, and hence they gave me a room, a specified room, where I could take my test separately, as I was a little late to the center. Now, keep in mind that whenever you book for a PTE test, you will be made to sit very closely alongside other people, and there's going to be a lot of noise around. Make sure that you put your headphones straight and do not be distracted by others giving the test around you. Now, the whole experience was the test was around 2 hours. The whole experience was quite intense. When I entered the examination hall, they gave me a white laminated piece of paper and a marker. A laminated piece of paper had all the test instructions written for me along, and the marker. The other side of the sheet was a blank, so I could use that for taking notes or whatever I want to do. To be frank with you, you cannot carry any notebook or rough paper inside the exam hall. So make sure that you test the pen before you start the examination, and you test the speaker and the microphone when you give the test. The experience was all in all good. I would say it did not take me long to understand the exam pattern and go for the test. I scored 90 in every section apart from, I guess, reading. I'll share my test results. Now, when preparing for the test, I realized my main pain areas by giving the mock test that are available on the Language Academy website, which is yourlanguageacademy.com. I gave quite a few mock tests there, and I understood the exam pattern of like what are the speaking sections going to look like, reading sections going to look like, and I gave a few mock tests. Now, while giving the mock test, I was very focused on finding my improvement areas. My main focus areas need to be retail lecture and summarized written test. These were the areas I needed to focus on because I was a little not able to grasp the whole idea behind it. But yeah, the I made sure I made sure that I went through those sections again and again till the time I was confident, and I watched YouTube. There were a few tips that I had before like you go for the test and the time you prepare, and yeah, when you are taking the test, I had a few tips which I wanted to share with you. Now, make sure that you have at least 20 to 25 days to understand the exam pattern. If this is entirely new to you, you need to have at least 20 to 25 days to understand the exam pattern, give the mock test, practice all that you can. Uh, but yeah, you should take the time to actually understand the feel of the exam ideally. Second tip is to when you're in the reading section, there is a lot of focus on fluency. So when you maintain your fluency in the English exam section, make sure you're not talking too fast or are too slow. I've heard a couple of times that when you're too slow or you take a major gap between when you speak between words, there is the mic may stop recording your answer, and yeah, you might just not be able to record that answer for yourself. Another tip I have for you for retail lecture is make clear, concise notes. It does not matter how you construct your sentences, it matters what words you choose. What are you able to present the lecture back to them in a clear, concise manner? Are you able to talk about points the speaker spoke about in a well formatted way? So I guess main thing I would do here is like take precise, concise notes on what words is the speaker talking about in that scenario, and was looking for websites and apps that help me practice all of those sections: reading, writing, speaking, and listening online. And yeah, I actually look for all of those things. One thing I really stuck to was languageacademy.com.au. I think that's the site. This site really helped me practice all of my pain points, which is the writing area and maybe the speaking area, retail lecture and all of that. So one of the major tips for the speaking area is write down the note points. Note points are what are going to help you in your speaking, writing, and reading section area. Now, read aloud, you just get a paragraph, so you read that paragraph with as much fluency as possible. It does not matter what speed you go, it does matter that you do not take major breaks between the sentences. Now, when it comes to repeat sentence, try taking notes on that sentence. It is going to be not a long sentence, it's going to be one sentence, but try taking notes on what the key sentence was and what the key area was on that sentence, and you just repeat that sentence. Describe image was interesting. This is one of the sections that I really enjoyed. You will get an image in front of you and you will have to describe it as you see it. You can see what the image is, describe all the points that you see in that image. For example, if it's say for a human food cycle, you can mention the animals mentioned, or say that the image represents the circle and something like that. So yeah, you can really be creative here. Retail lecture, oh my god, this was the hardest thing that I had to crack, because it was a huge lecture, and you have to like write down note points for each of these lectures. So it was one of the hardest points. The one thing that helped me was notes on that I made were very to the point. It was one word notes, and yeah, I did not follow any template, which really helped because I would have forgotten it in the dress center. But I went ahead and I took notes uh, and key points. Now, key points are what are going to help you in that particular section of speaking. And yeah, that really helped me. Answer short questions. Answer short questions was, again, I didn't really take enough. It's just a basic general IQ. I did not really put time and effort into it, and I don't think it carries enough points also. When it came to writing is what I really need help in, because I've not written an essay since like after my 11th or 12th standard. So yeah, summarize written text and write an essay were two major things that I needed to work on. Now, when you're summarizing written text, make sure that you always include a summary at the end of any uh, write up that you do. Write an essay, you can easily, it's similar to what you did in 11th and 12th standard. Firstly, start with an introduction, then have a clear and concise format as to which part are you going for. Are you for the statement? Are you against the statement? And then write points to favor that, and then again have a conclusion of why are you favoring that in a short, concise manner. Reading was superbly easy. There were different types of questions in that area, like reorder the paragraph, read, fill in the blanks using the words, and then yeah, that was the fun part. Reading was actually the easiest bit of it. Listening was actually also a bit easy compared to, I would say, writing, because. It was a lot of short answers. It was a lot of multiple choice questions, fill in the blanks, summarize spoken text, correct, highlight the correct summary. It was fun. Uh, in all of these sections, make sure you take the key points. So as I was saying, you can get questions, you can get sections randomly. There is no a consistent section per section that you can think of that you would want to do. But yeah, you can get sections randomly. Well, when my test was over, they again checked if I had any paper or anything in my hand. But before the exam, they searched my pockets. They asked me to like keep my pockets out of my jeans or my shirt, which is really weird. But yeah, they do check if you are like wearing a coat or a jacket, if you are carrying any. They check all your pockets and check if you're carrying any paper or anything that you might cheat from. So be very careful. As soon as they figure out that you cheat, your exam will be terminated there and then. So do not try and cheat. And the one thing that I really liked was that I could get my result within 5 days, and the anticipation of waiting for the result is really hard. So I did not want to wait for more than 5 days to actually see my result, which was not really the case in IELTS. I gave it during December 2021, which was like almost after COVID. The duration of the test results was still higher. Uh, so yeah, that was one of the things. So yeah, at the end of the exam, I was just told to take my stuff and go out, and I would be given my exam results. My exams results will be uploaded and mailed to me like within 5 days. So I did that. I waited for the result, and yeah, I got a 90 approximately in all sections, apart from I guess one section. This is my PTE experience. Let me know if yours was anything different or if you need help in any of the sections. I'll be more than happy to guide you or send you links that I actually went through for my PTE exam preparation. Do let me know if you find this helpful, and do subscribe in case you find any of the information worthwhile. Thank you and have a great day.